What is going on? It is Sunday night, October 10th, and welcome to my stream. My name is Patrick, and this is Everyday Tech for everyday people. And if you're new here, I do tech reviews. I talk about tech, home automation, Notion, anything tech. I'll talk about it. I've talked about coffee makers, scanners, computers, Macs, all kinds of stuff. And so today is going to be a little bit kind of fun. And and this is, of course, a milestone for me as far as subs are concerned. I'm at 500 plus subs, and I appreciate everyone who is supporting me here. And if you're watching this on the replay, thanks for joining me as well. But today I am going over a very simple kind of setup here, and I'm not using my actual desktop here, although I do have it on. If you look at this shot, I have it running here. I have it running with some software that I'm testing out right now, but I didn't want to do it for a live yet. But I am doing a kind of a multi-cam setup here, and so I just wanted to get right into it. And if you have any questions concerning this, even watching on the replay, let me know. But essentially, this is my budget way of doing multicam setup. So if you've been following my channel, I do have an A10 Mini Pro, and that does allow me to do a multicam setup, but I don't have it hooked up to here. I have my setup right now is running off my M1 MacBook Air right now. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because I wanted to be able to kind of test out the setup, which I would figure would be on the go kind of setup. So really, essentially, I have 4 USB capture cards hooked up to this M1 MacBook Air. Now, one of them is a Camlink 4K, which is essentially over $100, $120. But I have 3 other, and it's because I don't have a 4th cheap USB capture card, but I do have 3 of them, and I have 3 USB capture cards that are set up here. And I'm going to release a video this week on my actual setting this up, but I just kind of wanted to do a live demonstration today. But I have 4 cameras set up here. And the reason there's a difference between doing this on the A10 Mini and doing this as 4 separate cameras. So if you are using an A10 Mini, it looks like one camera, and you can switch between those 4 inputs on the A10 Mini itself, but you can't use them all at once. Well, you can use 2 of them at once, maybe with a picture-in-picture, but it does take a little bit of work to do that in the A10 software. Here I'm using Ecamm running off my laptop here, but I have 4 different inputs into there. And so really the Camlink is there, but I can really have 4 cheap USB. And when I mean cheap HDMI capture cards, these were about, I can get them about $10 each. So the reason why I have 10 or 3 of them actually is because I was using them and I wanted them as backup, because I don't know the longevity or the reliability of it. So let me introduce my setup here. First, I have my Sony a6500 here, and this is running off the Camlink, but again, this could be running on a cheap USB capture card. And then camera 2 is my GoPro there. And so this is running off one of the cheap HDMI cables there, or HDMI capture cards. And behind me, number 3 is a cheap camcorder. This is the Canon Vixia R800, and this is one of the most affordable camcorders, and a lot of people have this because it does a pretty good job. And then my 4th input here is actually running off my iPad Pro here, and there's quite a bit of delay actually on this, so there should be pretty much a delay on this right now. Yeah, so that's what's happening here. as far as that's concerned. So so I have, but the reason why I'm doing this is because I didn't want to bring out my other camera. It's just like a lot of things to set up. So I have 4 different camera inputs, and this is running a program called AirMix Pro, which has, you can do your lower thirds. I can do a lower third on here off the iPad, but I really just wanted a clean HDMI out. So yeah, it's kind of like an overkill, but yeah, that's one of the things here. So whoa, why is that? Okay, let me fix this here. Why is that? Wow, no background. I can't see your message, Ash. And we're just fixing this on the fly here, like we do. Save. Oh, there you go. You looked into ATEM. I also had $15. No need for expensive stuff. And that's kind of the point of kind of this video, is to kind of show you what kind of things you need. Now, I will say that if you are doing paid jobs, don't buy the cheap stuff, buy the reliable stuff. But if you're doing these kind of things like I'm doing right now, go for it. And okay, so one advantage of having these cheap capture cards over an ATEM Mini, other than the price, and the price is a big deal, is the ability to use all 4 capture cards at the same time. And what I mean is, I can go individually, you know, here and over here, right? I can do that individually, but I can also do something like this. And now I have 4 inputs, you know, like, and let's say I have guests, here. And so, did I break Ecamm? I might have broken Ecamm. This is how I break even. Now, is this coming out pretty smooth? I think so, right? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make sure all my inputs have my mic on here, and let me know how smooth this is. Now, this one is going to be considerably laggy, I think, compared to this one. This is camera 2 up there on the top right. Camera 3 is on the back right. Camera 4 is my iPad and my Sony. So if I go like this, and I'm going to do a test like that later on this week, just kind of show you the lag. Yeah, it's kind of, you can kind of do fun stuff like this. And really, I can just bring this on the go. It's a really easy kind of kit on the go. So, yeah, let me know how smooth this is. If I know Ash is there, and Robert is coming in and out, which is fine. Let me know how smooth this is. It's kind of fun. So I can have like essentially four guests in my home office here, eventually as some in-person guests. And if not, then I can bring them in through this way, through another computer, if I'm chatting with them online. So if I use like Video Ninja or something like that, then I can actually bring them in online. So really, I have 4 different capture cards, USB capture cards, coming in on camera 1, camera 2, camera 3 back there, camera 4 right here. And this is all running off my MacBook Air. Now, okay, some caveats here. I tried. The lag isn't bad. Good. I wasn't sure, actually. I mean, I noticed it a little bit, but I think on the iPad itself, it's a little bit laggy. But as it goes outputs, it's actually pretty good. So let me get something here really quick. Okay, so I don't know where that thing is. Am I focused here? Okay, let's get back in focus. There you go. So Robert is in. John is in the house. When am I gonna use? When are you gonna use H2R graphics? Did you get the YouTube API key? I did, and so I am running it actually on my computer here. But I'm not using it for this stream because I really wanted to see if it'll work if I can get the chat coming in. And so even your chat is still coming in, and there it is. And yeah, so I think next stream I'm going to kind of demonstrate how I bring H2R graphics. And if you don't know what H2R graphics is, then yeah, you'll have to wait until next week, I guess. So that's kind of like a tease there. And then hello, Mr. Doma. Thanks for coming in. And yeah, so if you're just getting in, I am doing 4 different inputs right now. I have 4 different inputs. I was going to title this my Elgato Camlink Pro clone, which is a little bit, it was more of like a clickbaity type of title, because really I have these capture cards running. And again, these are like $10 to $15 USB capture cards. And although one of them is a Camlink 4K, but I didn't have a 4th cheap capture card with me. But I'm really running them all. Okay. So the other thing is, okay, so some of the caveats. What I was looking for was my, oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. Let's get myself back in focus here. Okay. What I was trying to do originally was run it off my Anchor USB hub here. And that gave me some problems as far as these capture cards are concerned. So what happened was, it just like not all the cameras would start working, because what you're really doing is you're really putting pressure on the USB controller on things. So that's a limitation of doing so many capture cards here, is because they do take a lot of resources. And so that's another thing. The advantage of an A10 Mini is the A10 Mini takes care of all the processing as far as the video switching and video capture is concerned. It's very reliable, and the A10 Mini Pro can actually stream by itself. And I'm going to do a video in the next week or 2 as far as comparing the different ways to go live and comparing the quality of them. So I'm going to be comparing Ecamm, OBS, and my A10 Mini Pro, and actually going straight to YouTube using the webcam itself. So what I had to do to get this to work is use this guy here, and this is my CalDigit TS3 Plus, and this is running off Thunderbolt 3. And so before I go, thanks Ash for coming, even stopping by. I'll see you next time, and have a great time with family there. So yes, John, 1 USB bus, yes. And so that really taxes the computer itself. The nice advantage of having a desktop PC is you can actually do multiple bus controllers. It does a little bit better, but actually just having that one Camlink Pro that you have, John, you're able to just do this all in one card, all in one controller. But okay, so but using this dock allows me to hook up all these things. And actually I have my Camlink hooked up directly into my laptop to kind of separate it out a little bit. But because this is a Thunderbolt 3 dock, it's really able to handle the load of everything too. So actually, so I think this is running pretty smoothly, right? So yeah, I can't complain about it at all. It's, yeah, I'm not sure what else to say. Now, I'm not sure how practical this would be, other than being able to show you different angles, but I can already do that with my my A10 Mini Pro here, which is kind of the reason why I got it. And but again, if I'm doing an event and if I want to show multiple, this can be a 2x2, this can be a 3x3. And sorry, I'm looking down because I'm not running off this computer today. I'm running off this laptop right now. But if I have all these set up, I can do kind of cool stuff. And these don't have to be these these squares don't have to be actual cameras. They can be inputs from other computers, different things. I can show you things off my laptop or my iPad here, for example, different things like that. So yeah. Yeah, and let's see. This is running off my GoPro now. There's a little bit of a delay. You do have to put it into 1080p, and you have to turn off stabilization, or else it's major lag. So I think there's virtually no lag in this one, right? Let's see. At least I can't see it here. So, yeah. So I mean, but it's still that one's pretty. It's like I'm at a rave or something. Anyway, I'm keeping up, trying to keep up, and it's keeping up. So all the inputs are pretty much keeping up. So kind of to summarize, this is my A6500. This is my GoPro Hero 7. And then this is my Canon R800, Vixia R800. I got it for about $200, but it's one of the more affordable camcorders with the clean HDMI out. And I know a lot of like places that get it. And this is just running straight off my iPad using AirMix Pro, which gives me a clean HDMI, but also allows me to do some overlays right on the iPad itself. So it's kind of cool. So if you wanted to go live with just an iPad, you can do some overlays there. But yeah, so this is kind of my setup, and this is a video that I'll be releasing this week, kind of showing you how I did the setup. And yeah, so that's kind of what I wanted to go over today. Let's see, yeah, the stability will kill the delay. I mean, we'll bring in that delay like crazy. So I'm not liking how this is. Maybe bring that down a little bit. I haven't gotten things set up on this laptop fully the way I wanted to, but I want to be able to stream on the go if I need to as well. Okay, the last thing I will talk about today is because I do have a long week this week, so I do want to kind of keep this short a little bit, is I hit 500 subs, and I am still blown away every time I even get one sub anytime. And I really mean that. I mean, I started this channel for fun, and I think that's it's a good way to do start a channel, and it's a good way to not put so much pressure on yourself, but unless you really want to go full time. I don't think I do. Maybe we'll see what happens. We never know. But I appreciate all the subs out there, and thank you for finding some of my like I'm trying not to be too self-deprecating, but like I feel like I connect with certain people in a certain way, and I'm finally getting over myself as far as thinking, oh, I'm too boring, or I'm too this. No one's gonna be interested, and that so I got over that quick, and it's just a matter of like now for me it's like a matter of endurance and trying to get it. I want to do this every week, get something out every week, and improve a little bit. So I appreciate it, John, and I really do mean it. That watching you and Jeff, and I missed your appearance on another channel today. But I saw the replay, a little bit of the replay, so it was a really good talk there. A very different topic, but very good. But yeah, John and Jeff, we've from Coffee Talk Tech and J.A. Smith. They stream Tuesday and Thursday nights, and just I said I'll put their link in the description before, so I'm going to put it in the description tonight, right after the stream. But they really inspired me to start doing live stuff, and then with all their support and with everyone's support, Ash, Robert, Mr. Doma, just inspired by different people, Sammy, Superstar, everything. Been really just kind of going at it, and been inspired by everybody to go on. And the one of the things is I started the channel to I started the channel purposely to not follow the rules. Like, you hear a lot of, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do it in this way. Not necessarily to follow I just said, okay, let me do what's the most crowded space in YouTube. One of the most crowded spaces is tech. So that's what I enjoy. So let me just do it, and we'll see if people are interested in it. And yeah, and I'm trying to get out that information. So yeah, trying to get out that information out there. And I was on Ash's stream last Wednesday, and we are talking about like evergreen content, and that's what I do. So yeah, and if you don't know what Lita is, it was live every day, and I believe we met in the August one. And actually, from that August one is when I decided to go. That was actually my second. I think that was my second one, or it might have been my first one. I'm not sure. Anyway, I decided that I was going to go live or start a channel, and I actually came up with my everyday tech for everyday people from Lita. That's from Live Streaming Pros is where we got started, and I met a bunch of people, including John for Coffee Talk and Tech, and just started from there. And we just started doing this, and I'm having fun. I'm having fun doing it. So thank you to everyone. I am going to wrap this up in the next 5 minutes because I have to help on another call at 10:30, a hard stop at 10:30. I will say what's coming up. So I'm going to be doing a bunch of streaming stuff. So doing this 4-camera setup here. And we will, yeah, I'm going to do this 4-camera setup here, kind of go through it. I've already filmed it actually, so I'm going to just do the editing. And then I'm going to be comparing the different streaming ways to go live as far as YouTube is concerned, specifically YouTube, but it'll apply to other things. So I'll be comparing Ecamm, OBS, 810 Mini Pro, and just going directly from the YouTube studio directly. And those are the 4. I might do a StreamYard in there, and we will see. So but my point is I'm going to go live privately there and just kind of download and kind of compare, kind of go through the experiences, pros and cons for me. And so coming back to my channel, it's like I've learned to trust in me, if that makes sense. Learn to trust that my opinion will connect with somebody. So that's why I keep on doing these videos. And yeah. Other than that, I am working on some other hobby stuff that I will be filming more about. Something I picked up in COVID, during the COVID times. Everyone has some COVID hobbies that they've picked up, and so this is, I can't give it away yet because I'm working on a project or a surprise gift for someone, and maybe they'll reveal it on their stream after I send it to him. So that's a little bit of a tease. And then John, that's a tease for you because I'm going to be hitting you up on something in the next couple weeks, but I'll let you know what it is because I want to send you a gift as well. So based on this hobby that I picked up during the pandemic here. So anyway, it is 10:28. I know Ash loves it when I call out the time, but I really do have to go. Thank you very much. Thank you, John, for all the support. Thank you everyone who's watching this on the replay. If you're catching me and you're not subscribed, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Until the next one, So yeah. And actually, I don't have anything set up on this, so I am going to just end the stream here without any music. Well, maybe I can do the music. Okay. Is that the smoothest ending? I'm not sure. All right. See you guys.